Hello, hello, everyone. It feels like it's been a really long time because we released so many of our interviews in the last several episodes. We are on episode 171 today, and it is the final episode release for Max Potential Habits in 2020, and also the last episode of Max Potential Habits overall, because in 2021, we're going to transition to being called Max Potential Money. And what we've decided to do is bring tips and insights and tools to you from the seven-figure scale journey. So you all know that in 2019, it was my first year of full-time business. I broke the six-figure mark. This last year in 2020, we had more growth and we're on our way to seven figures. And I work with entrepreneurs who are interested in being high drive, heart-centered, service-oriented, and want to build businesses that are thriving in the money realm. What that means is that you've got to unblock anything that's misaligned and eliminate your competing commitments. You can go back and listen to lots of episodes where I talk about competing commitments so that you can scale to whatever level it is you want to scale to. So whether you're scaling your business to be making 50 grand a year, 100 grand a year, 250, 500, a million or more, this is the podcast for you to learn tips and tools and hear insights about how to do that. So what I'm going to do is be documenting every week insights and lessons I'm learning along that journey so that you can grow along with me and cheer me on. I can cheer you on. We can support each other. I want this podcast to continue to be super interactive. You'll have weekly action steps, all kinds of fun stuff. So we're taking a few weeks of a break as we transition from NFA coaching to NFA money as a company. And then also as we transition the podcast and create an entirely new program where it's called Manifesting Profits. So I will be helping entrepreneurs who want to double their income or more by unblocking anything that's stopping them and learning strategies to get there as fast as possible. So that's what's coming in 2021. Today, what I want to bring to you is my top 5 lessons of 2020. I love to share what it's taken for me on my journey to grow my business, to grow myself, to overcome all the stuff that holds you back from getting where you want to go. I think part of the reason I attract the people I do into the NFA world is because I'm very transparent about if you're listening, I am doing quotes, mistakes. I don't believe there's any such thing as mistakes because I think we always learn from them and grow from them. But I like to share with you what I've learned that could be perceived of as a mistake because it will help you get there faster. So I always like to think about us having a shortcut in our timeline because you're able to listen to people who have been there and done that. And if we're transparent about it along the way, and I share with you my journey and the things that have been hard for me, the challenges that I've faced, the things I've overcome, it just helps you get there faster. If anything, it also just helps you know that you're not alone. It helps you know that on the entrepreneurial journey, there's ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster ride sometimes, a really fun roller coaster ride. So I want to bring all of that to you. And today I want to talk to you about the top 5 lessons I learned in 2020. So if it is your first time here, I'm Dr. Amanda Barrientes. I'm the founder of NFA Coaching, soon to be NFA Money. I'm the host of this podcast, and I am the person who's inspired to bring tips and tools to you every week to help you optimize yourself so you can thrive in your life and business. And what that looks like is freedom through making money doing exactly what you love while you're living in your zone of genius super powerfully. So with all that said, thank you for being here. If you've gotten a lot out of this podcast, I would so appreciate it if you would leave a written review and share with us what you're getting out of it. Blast it out to your social media channels, and I'll be doing some big giveaways in 2021 to help us grow the podcast faster. So be listening for that. But if you haven't done it yet and you feel so inspired, leave a review. It would help us out. Okay, let's get started. So number 1, success is a result of your alignment. Okay, let's dig deep into what this means. Success is a result of your alignment. So, you've heard me talk a lot about neurofreedom alignment. NFA also stands for neurofreedom alignment. And what that really means is that you're aligned in your mind, you're aligned in your energy, you're aligned in your belief system, you're aligned in your actions. Then you get the results that you want. And your feelings are going to be a feedback system for this. So, whenever you're feeling out of alignment, you will know because you will feel off. You'll feel dread. You'll feel stress. You'll feel burnout. You'll feel like, ugh, I don't want to get up in the morning and do this stuff anymore. I'm feeling burnt out, stressed out, frustrated, stuck, out of alignment. And it isn't that you would always get up in the morning and say, like, oh, wow, I feel really out of alignment. Instead, you'd wake up and say, ugh, I don't like what I'm doing in my life. I don't feel happy. I feel like life's going by fast and I'm not fulfilled. That's how you know you're in or out of alignment. If you wake up in the morning and you're like, yeah, I can't wait to get up. I feel super thrilled about my day. I feel like I can't wait to do my next project. I know and trust that things are going to flow to me with ease and joy and fun. And I have faith. I'm not in fear. Then you know you're in alignment. And so your success all comes from this place of you being in alignment. And what that takes is you learning how to work with your competing commitments. So if we say that we want to have success, but we're not experiencing it, if we say we want to feel good, but we're not feeling it, if we say that we want to, have a new relationship, but it's not coming our way, we're out of alignment. It means we have competing commitments. So this is when your unconscious and conscious are in competition with each other. And 95% of you is run by your unconscious drivers. So if you have that underlying system that's out of alignment with your conscious system, then you're going to be stuck. So everything I bring to the table is about helping you drop your competing commitments. And I want you to remember, again, you've heard me say this a million times, your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if you don't like what you're seeing in your outer world, it means that your inner world is out of alignment. So I want you to ask yourself in this way, for me, getting into alignment meant that I had to really face my shit. And I had to really start asking myself, what do I really want to create? So this is a huge lesson for me this year because I realized at the beginning of the year, I decided to look into manifestation and law of attraction. And I made the decision that I wanted to learn the art and science of manifestation so that I could step into a whole nother aspect of myself and create with more ease and joy and flow instead of hard work. I was a person who used to really live by the mantra, like, I'll get it done, hell or high water. And the truth is I would. You can push your way and you can force your way to a six-figure business. You can push and force your way to like quite a bit of success in life. But when you get there, you feel stressed out and burnt out, and it's not really that fun and easy, and you don't feel energetic and alive. So for me, I wanted to start to learn new ways to attract things to myself more easily. This meant I had to look at my money belief that you got to work really hard to make money. And what's happened for me as I've experienced and practiced this lesson number one, that success is a result of my alignment, I've worked less and made more. So in 2019, I worked a lot to break the six-figure mark. Like I worked a lot. You could ask my kids, the time I was partnered, you could ask him, I worked a lot. And it was like my number one drive because I had set this goal and I was like, I'm doing it hell or high water. And I didn't really know any other way. At the time, I wasn't into law of attraction and manifestation yet. I just didn't really know the energy dynamics behind it. And so when I decided this in 2020, I was like, wow, okay, I want to build a seven-figure business, but like, I'm not going to do it like that. I didn't want to feel like I was stressed out all the time and burnt out all the time. And just kind of like, I loved what I was doing and learning, and I love coaching, and it was enjoyable to work with people, but I was definitely working too much. And so for me, and so I realized like, okay, if I want to do this in a way that feels good, I'm going to need to learn some new lessons. And one of those was alignment. And I think for a lot of people, they go, well, law of attraction doesn't work for me. It's kind of bogus. It's like, oh, I'm going to sit on the couch and decide that I want something to come my way. It doesn't work. I say I want $1 million, but it's not coming my way. And that's not how it works. We're not talking about, you meditating on your couch and wishing and dreaming and hoping. You got to take action in the direction. Manifestation is not about you sitting there. Your exchange with the universe for bringing something to you is you being in action. To listen to the full episode, head on over to nfacoaching.com, hit the podcast link, and it'll take you to all of the full episodes. And go ahead and leave some comments. I'd love to hear from you to know how these inspirational interviews, tips, and tools are impacting you in your life and business. And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on any of the Max Potential Habits episodes.